Alright, we're streaming. I'm going to make a video here with this live stream for my new streaming channel. At Lilo Key Film is actually what it is. So my name is Lilo Key. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I started in filmmaking in 2011. I went to school for directing film, and then I worked in film and TV until 2019. Towards the end of that, I found a career as a recording artist as well, and now I am working as a streamer, as a recording artist who's getting back into filmmaking roots. I've always created my own content, visual content and everything for myself as a recording artist, Lilo Key, and I'm transitioning doing that into what will become a successful and beautiful career as a director of blockbuster movies. I like to make things explode. I like to do special effects. And so this is something that is very interesting to me. I've been working on a music video for the last year, which is a shot-for-shot remake of the movie Iron Man 1. I filmed every part of it. I am every actor in the movie or in the music video. And I'm editing it, doing all the visual effects. It's a kind of a one-man band type project. And what started as very much a B-movie adaptation of the film that I'm emulating, over time became something much larger in terms of scale and just in pretty much every capacity. I started learning Blender to do half the things that I didn't know how I was going to do when I started the project, and I've since kind of took a dive down this world where AI meets filmmaking, where AI meets visual effects techniques. And so I thought I'd do this stream diving into Meta's new SAM2, the next generation of Meta segment anything model for video and videos and images. So like I said, when I started doing this music video here, I planned for it to be a B-movie kind of representation. So my goal for this whole film, video, music video. So I just got back from the gym. I'm like exhausted physically. But we're going to press on regardless and investigate what this can do. So the opening scene of Iron Man, if you've seen the movie, oh my god, we got so many ads here.
We breathe life into your laundry.
I'm going to mute it because I don't want to get copyright strikes or whatever. If you've seen the movie, you know this already, but the music video starts off with, like I said, a shot for shot, every single shot just about the first scene before it dives into the actual music part of the video. And this opening scene, for this opening scene, I did not have a Humvee sitting in my driveway while I was filming. Instead, I had a Honda Civic from like 2012. So I shot everything in a Honda Civic, and I thought for a long time that that's just how it was going to be. And I'll show you a couple clips from that just to give you an idea of what that looked like. So this was to all be edited together. And early on when I was doing this project, I knew even with the Honda Civic that I was going to have to do some rotoscoping. I thought at the time it would just be the windows to make it seem like I was driving, whatever. I spent days. I spent maybe a month rotoscoping out these windows by hand, doing all this tedious work, only to inevitably label that as time wasted. As I started to dive into the world of AI and how these different platforms, After Effects, Runway.ml, the different platforms have created AI rotoscoping features, capabilities, have developed these rotoscoping capabilities. And I started looking at this with more possibility, in that maybe instead of just taking the windows out and making this a moving shot, I could take everything out except for me and go into Blender, model the interior of a Humvee using 100 different reference photos, and then put me in the Humvee and edit the whole scene that way. So that's what I did. And I'm still working on a lot of these shots, but I'll show you what some of them look like. So for example, CO948. This is the original shot. Me as Tony Stark in there in the car. And then, obviously, they're going to be, what do you call it, black bars, top and bottom, to change the aspect ratio of this. But this is what the shot looks like. And so I went through every single shot that I filmed here and developed not even developed really, but found a YouTuber, and when I edit this down, I will definitely tag him, because it was just, he's the only guy, throughout this whole project, I've watched countless tutorials for every step, every little element of what I've created and what I've learned through this process, just hundreds and hundreds of YouTube tutorials. And there was one creator on YouTube who I believe he was the kind of originator of this technique in terms of getting a reasonably clean, impressively clean rotoscope through using Runway ML to do a rough rotoscope, exporting the alpha matte from Runway ML, and then within After Effects, here we are, no, that's not it. Within After Effects, cleaning up that alpha matte, applying it back to the original footage, and then compositing the new background into, compositing the figure, or the subject rather, into the new background. And this was super interesting to me. So I'm going to go through, I guess first we'll go through and just step by step do that. I'm going to just go to a new project on After Effects. Don't save it. We're going to go to Runway ML. So this is like, I've tried, first I was trying After Effects' like auto rotoscoping. It for one, if you're working with large files, it takes forever. It just really bogs down a PC, and mine is not top of the line, but it's pretty good. I got a RTX 3080. I have 64 gigs of RAM and whatever, like a new Intel i9 processor. So not a bad PC, but it was unworkable really to do it all in After Effects, and really the results weren't good compared to even the rough masks that I got out of here, video editor projects. All right, so we're going to go into one of these projects and just get a little bit of a jump start. So we'll go to CO948, the same one that we were just looking at there. Where are we at here? Where's CO948? CO932, 46, 49. Whatever. If I can't find it, then we'll use a similar looking one. Sure, we'll do this one. CO946. So in Runway ML, and this is, I don't think it's free, but I don't think it's a whole lot of money either. It's pretty reasonable. So you go in here, you import your clip, and then what you're going to want to do once this loads, actually, maybe I'll just start over, but yeah. Here we go. Yeah, we'll start over. So you bring the clip in, and then AI tools, green screen. So you're just dotting the subject here. Everything that you want to mask. And then keep the feather to 0. And you can go kind of frame by frame and switch to exclude. Like there, I don't want that in there. So this is going to register everything as almost exactly a keyframe as you're going through it. So you changing something one frame isn't then going to change the previous frame that you already did. It's just kind of giving the AI more information as to what to continue to keep an eye on regarding what the subject of the shot is. So this one, I mean, it's pretty good. And honestly, this stuff, I would not have done this if it weren't for AI. I just would have conceded that the audience has to make believe a Humvee or a Honda Civic is a Humvee. So this looks good. You go done masking. It's going to take a second. If you're watching this stream and you want to tune into more content like this, I'm going to be streaming every weekday during the day, more filmmaking type content as I continue to finish this music video and then proceed to work on my next filmmaking projects. And at night, most nights, with the exception being tonight and tomorrow night and Thursday night, honestly, because I'm working then. I'm going to make music live on stream. So where I'm streaming now on YouTube, I will keep the music streams. The filmmaking stuff is going to be on @LiloKeyFilm on YouTube. So if you want to tune into that kind of stuff, a lot of these streams are going to be edited down into shorter form videos as well for that channel. So if you care to tune into the process of finishing up this music video, and then the process from start to finish of making a short Cyberpunk 2077 film, make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel. That's where all that will be going down on. If you're watching from Twitch, you're going to get everything. The music streams, the film streams. We're doing it all on Twitch. Eventually we'll get Patreon and stuff set up. I'm going to keep the previous week's worth of live streams up on these streaming services. We're up on YouTube and Twitch. And then after that, they're going to be archived and released on a Patreon or Patreon-like format for those that want to do a deep dive. Anyway, back to what I'm doing here. So we're going to... it's been a second since I did this. Go down here to export. You can't see this, so I'll move this. Boom. Let's here, do this. Go down here to export. You're not going to export the original. You're going to go to mask. You have no need to include the audio. And you export it in whatever the highest quality that you can is, and then you click export map. And what you're going to get then is an alpha matte of this footage. And if you zoom in here, it's not perfect, but this isn't the final step. And this is what I loved so much about that YouTuber's technique was I hadn't seen somebody take something like this, kind of take the results from AI and then do a little magic on top of that to make this even cleaner, or to make something like this even cleaner. And this is why you're exporting the mask as opposed to, well, two reasons. As opposed to just this clip is, one, if you export the whole clip, you're reducing the quality of the clip to whatever your limitations are here in terms of export format, which you don't want to do. And the alpha matte's going to be necessary for this next thing. So now we're going to go here in a new composition. New composition, 1920 by 1080, whatever. That's fine for now. We'll go here, and then we're going to bring in, let's see, we'll do the one that we were going to do. And I have this all here, masks, CO948. So it doesn't matter which order you bring these down into your, right here, new comp from selected. Sure. So here's the whole mat. And then you could turn this off. Track mat. So you're going to go, did that kind of quick. You're going to go down here to the footage layer, and you're going to select your track mat as the mask layer, and then hide the mask layer so you don't see it. And then pre-compose this. I believe this is the step. Once pre-composed, you're going to apply a refined soft matte on your pre-comp here. And so look, already This is with the refined soft matte off, and this is with it on. And look at that. Look at the detail. Look at these little hairs that I forgot to clean up while shaving, as if I didn't forget the rest of these. But that's the level of detail that you're going to bring back into this. And now we are going to tweak some of the settings, so this is not the final look. But with the tweaking, it's really just messing around. So, contrast, we're going to turn up a little bit. Shift edge, we're going to go outward a little bit. We're going to feather it ever so slightly. And for me, it's just doing this until I'm happy with the results that I'm getting. So maybe we're going to cheddar reduction, more detailed, reduce cheddar, more motion blur. Let's turn down some of that smooth. Let's turn down that feather a little bit. We're just trying to get an edge that doesn't cut into our subject, but cleans this up as much as possible. Let's see what that looks like if we tweak that. Smoother. I don't honestly notice a difference there. We'll wait for this to load. Alright, let's bring that down a notch. So the smoother is going to remove some of this detail here. More detailed, going to bring that back. We're going to go with that. And so you just play around with these settings here. Motion blur is important to turn on if a subject's moving in the shot. Because that's going to help add motion blur to your alpha matte, really, so that you're capturing that and it's looking more natural when you're compositing it. So this is pretty cool. Like I said, this is without it, which just doesn't seem usable. Even in like an amateur setting, for me, even as an amateur, I still have standards. I'm not going to just settle for dog shit. And if this is what I was going to end up with, it's just not up to snuff, while being impressive. And that result is, using Runway in this way is just so much faster than using the roto brush in After Effects, and I just find it far more usable when it comes to such big file sizes, because this is a large file size. And then this is what I did here. I'll open up the actual project file for this shot. So then I did a number of things, and I'll go through this quick because it's kind of unrelated to the theme of this whole video. But it's worth looking at a little bit. I guess for okay, once you have this, what are you going to do? So that, go to effects. That was the before. That's the after. Soft matte. Now if I go here, I mean, even that doesn't look terrible. That's for that frame, at least. It's just when it comes to fine detail and things, having that clean up the edges like that really, at least for me, sells it enough that makes it worth doing. So then added the back plate here that I created from Blender of the Humvee chair. This was a previous version of it with temporary textures. That's more finished textures with more accurate coloring. Then added the glass smudges, textures, and then a pre-comp of just driving desert footage to put this thing in motion. Over top of the this project so far, I added light rays. I really like this After Effects light rays thing. I think it really helps to, when used subtly, blend the keyed subject in with the artificial background a little bit, and using the color from source kind of helps to sell that. And then a general color grading over top of that. But today I was on TikTok and saw that Meta had released a new, essentially, rotoscoping tool, SAM2. And to be honest with you, part of what has taken this video so long is when I chose to do this. In that there are, like I said, I started with a plan to do things one way and then discovered, oh, okay, Runway came out with rotoscoping. Okay, it's not up to par, we can't do that, but it's worth learning that. Okay, After Effects came out with something. Let's migrate over to there and try that out. Okay, that takes too long. Oh, Runway has a V2 of their rotoscoping. Let's try that. And so as technology has improved and I've discovered new things, it's implementing those new things into the video and kind of redoing things that I was going to do a certain way to improve the overall quality. And that's in the whole conversation about AI versus art. AI in this fashion really has enabled me to create art that I wouldn't have otherwise not either been able to do or wanted to do to the level that I can now. And I think it has become a very useful tool in saving me time, while ironically also wasting me time, because people keep putting out new things to try out. So we're going to try this today to see if I inevitably have to go back and re-rotoscope, AI rotoscope, all of my original shots to get better results. Because even with these ones, even with that technique that I just went through with the Runway ML and After Effects, you still have I'm asking it to do something very difficult. In this shot, I never went into shooting this thinking, oh, I'll cut me out of the background. So there was no recognition of the shades of the background versus the shades here. I'm gray. The seats are gray. Why I'm gray is, I have to ask my parents, but I am. It's very difficult, pixel to pixel, to distinguish where the subject is, where individual hairs are, and what to cut out. So I do think that that workflow works to an extent. But I'm always interested in something better if I can find something better. So let's download this. Jesus Christ. And now what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, I've never done anything like this before. So We're here at a standstill. Segment Anything Model 2. SAM2 is a foundation model towards solving promptable visual segmentation in images and videos. We extend SAM to video by considering images as video with a single frame. The model design is a simple transformer architecture with streaming memory for real-time video processing. We build a model in the loop data engine. These are words that when put together go over my head, which improves model and data via user interaction to collect our SA-V dataset, largest video segmentation dataset to date. SAM2, trained on our dataset, provides a strong performance across a wide range of tasks and visual domains. Installation. Okay. How the hell do I do this? This is like so... I say, I'm going to sit down tonight. I'm going to go through this. We're going to test this out and see how well it works. Needless to say, I did not realize what I was getting into. Okay. Alright, SAM2. Did I download these? Segment Anything 2. Let's download this. The repository provides... Isn't a repository? No, it's a suppository. Never mind. Alright, extract it. Wonderful. Downloads. 2. SAM2. And now something. README tools. What is this? What is a PY file? I don't know. Man, I don't know. Maybe we'll try the demo. Okay, let's do this first. Alright, so what I'm doing right now Let's remove it all. Start over. Let's track issues. Easy enough. I don't know. Nope. I mean, this demo is rough, dude. I don't know if it's just that a lot of people are trying to use this right now or what's going on, but this is... I don't want his shirt. I want the soccer ball. This isn't even showing me the frame. This is not even the frame that this is telling me it is. What? Alright. Visit the SAM2 website. Okay, cool. Let's try. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So we'll bring in one of these. Let's bring in the same one. And I like this one because it doesn't exist. I like using this one because it doesn't exist, and that annoys me. Why doesn't it exist? C0948. Am I blind? Am I an idiot? There it is. File too large. Try video under 70 megabytes. Shoot. Alright, shoot. Let's do this then. So this is going to be a bit of a discovery, I suppose. We'll try this demo out, and then we'll see if maybe we could get the whole thing downloaded and then come to some kind of conclusion here. As to whether or not I got more work to do. Change. We're just going to shorten this and export this out as something easy. While trying to preserve as much detail as possible, honestly, because... Alright, so let's get a bit here. So the big thing that it seems that Sam is talking about, or Meta's talking about in regards to Sam's features, is that it's really good with objects that become obscured for a portion of the video clip and then reappear, like appear, disappear behind something, and then reappear. That seems to be the one thing that most of these AI rotoscoping programs, I don't know what to call them, the rotoscoping things, have that are most prevalent are like, especially in like shots like this where the headrest gets obscured by frame and then reappears. When it reappears, the AI tends to grab onto the headrest as well and looks at that as part of the subject that I'm trying to frame, or with the hair, the smaller strands and everything. So whatever, we're going to shorten this down to a portion where we get some good. That's good enough. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Let's do this. Boom. There we are. We'll try this a couple different times with a couple different things and see how this comes out in the demo. And then based on that, we will maybe we'll dive into the full version. If I could figure out computers and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know if I can in this live stream, but we'll see where we get to. What is this telling me? It's how 70 megabytes. Is that the space I have here? The browse. Just go to videos. SAM2 test 1. 8 seconds. I suppose that will work, huh? H264. It oughta. It oughta. Cool. So shrink that. Videos. How big is that? 12 megabytes. Oh, we could go longer. Next time. Videos. Shaboom. So let's see what this does. Because if it does genuinely look better than what I got, upload failed. Well, do it again. This is probably so popular right now. Dun, 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 dun. We're just going to keep trying this. Because the definition of insanity is trying something over and over and expecting different results. But sometimes with computers, that's how things work. Wait for people to get off. Get off Sam. All these, like, I really do want to try this with my own videos, because with anything, especially brand new, in a test format like this, they're giving you optimal clips. Like, the shutter speed on all these is so high. Even the breakdancer, he never goes out of focus. You don't have any motion blur or anything. The hummingbird's wings barely doing. It's in slow motion, so you can see it. These are like the optimal clips that they want you to test it out. I really want to use mine though, because I don't like theirs. Alright. Backup idea. Come on, YouTube. Help me out. Teach me one more thing.
service from Intercom, you get all three. Instant answers for customers, more time for agents, all while staying on budget. Intercom, AI first customer service.
Pain means pause on the things you love, but green means...
Hello and welcome to the channel.
Shout out YouTube, dude.
That out of all of
I learn more from this single website and all of the people that teach you how to do anything you want to learn than I have from anything else in the world.
companies, Meta would be leading the procession of open
Premiered 6 hours ago.
intelligence. After the successful release of Llama 3.1 in various flavors, Meta has released SAM 2. SAM stands for Segment Anything Model, and this SAM 2 is the second version which has evolved from SAM 1. This model is a segmentation model.
I wasn't even aware of SAM 1. Primarily because I don't have much use for just image rotoscoping, and I think Photoshop does a fine job, and even it's just not comparable. You can get a rough rotoscope of an image in Photoshop and then just clean it up manually. It's not hard. One frame is not hard.
When we say segmentation or object segmentation, it means to identify the pixels in an image that corresponds to an object of interest, and it is a fundamental task in the field of computer vision. The Meta Segment Anything model SAM was released last year, and we already have covered it on the channel hands-on, so if you're interested to see how this thing has evolved, please check out that video. SAM 2 is the first universal across image and video application.
Real quick, because I'm impatient. Let's see if we can get this demo to work. Dude. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's just that's not going to work, so we're going to have to do the real
In
thing.
this video, we are going to install this on free Google Colab, and we will see how it works. SAM 2 has already exceeded previous capabilities in image segmentation accuracy and achieves a better video segmentation performance than existing work, while requiring 3 times less interaction time, which is no less feat. SAM 2 can also segment any object in
Like, even if this is moderately better than the product you get from Runway ML, you can still do the same workflow with SAM 2 in After Effects using the refined soft matte or mask, whatever the tool is. And I'm just very interested to see what we can get.
which is also called as
So as soon as this man tells me
structure, and I already have
well, even what Google Collab is, we can get started.
that SAM model. Now, another good thing is that they have also released SAV dataset, which has 4.5 times more videos and 53 times more annotations than the existing largest video segmentation dataset. This release includes 51,000 real-world videos with more than 600k masklets. This SAV dataset has been shared under CC BY 4 license, whereas the model itself, SAM 2, has been released under permissive Apache 2 license, which is really cool. If you look at the architecture, it is actually quite interesting. Now, what is happening here is that it is a unified architecture from SAM to SAM 2. SAM 2 architecture can be seen as a generalization of SAM from the image to video domain. SAM2 can be prompted by clicks, positive or negative, bounding boxes or masks to define the extent of object in a given frame. A lightweight mask decoder takes an image embedding for the current frame and encoded prompts to output a segmentation mask for the frame. In video setting, SAM2 propagates this mask prediction to all video frames to
You following? Good.
generate a masklet. Prompts can then be iteratively added on any subsequent frame to refine the masklet prediction. I will drop the link to its project page in video's description and you can read further along. But let's go to now my Google Colab, the free one, and then we will get it installed and see how it.
Alright, so let's get it whatever Google Colab. We are learning today. Welcome. Wonderful. Let's browse. Just upload this, download. Sure. All of it. I don't know. I should. I'm the most impatient person on earth, I think. Make your money, Fod.
Okay, so this is a free Google Colab, and all you have to do is to sign up with your Google account. Then,
Alright, so here we go. We are going to have the audio playing for this. You won't be able to see the rest of his video, but we're going to follow along and do this. See if we can figure this out.
go to runtime, change runtime type, and then T4.
Alright, go to runtime, change runtime type to T4 GPU, obviously, because the T3 was outdated, I'd say. Cool.
GPU.
Save that, sure.
Let's first git clone the repo of segment anything, and then we are installing all the prerequisites.
Oh, you lost me already here. What?
Runtime type, and then T4 GPU. Let's first git clone the repo of segment anything, and
Okay. Let's go to README. Nice. Okay, that just existed. What are we coding? Is that what this is? Code? Oh, start coding. That was just in the README, I guess. So you just...
then we are installing all the prerequisites. Let it run it.
Okay, we're gonna let that run. Syntax error.
It takes around 4 to 5 minutes, so let's wait for it to finish.
Oh, hold on. Maybe that's written differently. Let's change. Okay. Fix that error. What's different here? Percent CD segment.
Just give Sleepy a kiss.
I love you, little Bubba. Sleep good. I shall see you when you wake in the morning, or before then. Percent CD segment anything 2. Delete. Enter. Delete. Try running that. Invalid decimal literal? What does that mean? Git clone. http:// Facebook.com, GitHub.com / Facebook research / segment - anything - 2.git. Run it. God damn it. That's it. Now fix it. I don't know what you're telling me. Invalid decimal literal? What does that mean? What is it? What does this mean? I'm trying to make movies. I'm trying to rotoscope. Trying to do special effects. I'm not trying to figure out goddamn code syntax. Invalid decimal literal. It's not figurative. What to do, what to do. Git clone. Here we go, hold on. Let's try this. Oh. Exclamation point. Now run that. Oh my god. Oh my god! Something's happening! Something's happening! Man, I love YouTube. All right.
All the prerequisites are installed, and then runtime type, and then T4 G perfect. Okay, so as you can, all the prerequisites are installed, and then we would have to restart the session so that everything could take effect.
All right, so while that does something I don't understand, I will do something else. Huh. I guess I should, like... Let's see what else we're going to get into down the road here. Because I don't want...
Metro presents a tale of two wireless customers.
I've been a loyal customer since today.
Forever.
Which means
And then
I don't want to get this far here and then be like, ah, shoot. I still don't even know. So here, let me try to fix this. Window capture, boom. Oh, that's not. Oh, we're downloading a whole bunch of things now. Let's throw this over there just to have it. All right. Golly. Stuff I never thought I'd get into tonight. Tell you what. But here we are. I guess.
Sorry, and then you can even specify more objects with it if you like. For example, if you want to, because single point is ambiguous and the model has returned multiple objects consistent with it. To obtain a single object, multiple points can be provided. If available, a mask from a previous iteration can also be supplied to the model to aid in prediction. So for example, you want to go with something like, let me put the code here and that will be better understood. So this is what I just said, that we are specifying a specific object with additional points, and then you can simply use this code.
Sure, simply do that, I'm sure.
And then you can simply show the masks. And showing the mask is same function from Meta's repo, which you can use. Let's wait for it to come. There you go. It has created the mask, and now you see the 2 points there. And then if you just want to, for example, want to exclude the car and just specify the window, a background point with label 0, which is in red, you can also do that. Let me show you how. Simply, it is just a coordinates game here, where you are inputting point, you are inputting label.
Let's go back and try the demo, because I feel like this is going to be maybe beyond me. Let's keep trying here. I gotta restart the session, so all this stuff can take effect, as the kind man said. In the meantime, let's track that object. Yeah, that's a problem, is there must be so many people whatever. Let's go back to this man.
Be iterative, and for that all we need to do is to cd all the checkpoints, and for that all
Sorry. Run it back.
and then we would have to restart the session so that everything could take effect. Okay, so as you can see that things have been installed, we have restarted it. Let's next download all the checkpoints, and for that
Okay, so let's go back here. Read anything. Oh, you just copy it. Copy that. Over here. Make sure that this is right. It's not. percent. Then we have to, I don't know if there's a space here or not. No, it looks download underscore checkpoints.sh. Alright. Error, no such file directory as checkpoints. Content management file directory.
That all we need to do is to cd into checkpoints directory, and this is the download script which has been provided by Meta. So let's run it, and it is in their GitHub record.
Huh. What the hell? Try it again. Damn it. Alright. This would be so much easier if I knew what I was doing. I'm sure this makes for a boring stream. Dear God, I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing wrong. All right. Shit. CD checkpoints. Download checkpoints.sh. No such file or directory. What am I? Did I not download? There should be. Certainly should be. It's right there. Oh, we're gonna try running this again. HTTPS, rather. This should certainly... Where are checkpoints is right there. I'll be right back while this works. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. So I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. In the house and I'm in the house, bored. Where you at? Bitch, I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. And I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. I'm a bored in the mouse. I found the floorboards. I'm bored. I'm bored. Oh God, I'm so bored. Tell them what it is. How you feel? Tell them how it is. How you feel? Couldn't hit the gym, so instead I hit the fridge. I'm a bored motherfucker. Quit judging and let me live. What's the point of getting up if I can go outside? Home alone, I hit it homies up on Instagram Live. What's happening? My bed is never getting made. Took a trip into the family room and called it vacate. Damn straight, rock a blanket for my outfit of the day. Post a pic and watch them shower me with praise. That's the only time I'm bathing though. That's the way I roll. This corona got me scared of who less touch the soap. I ain't taking any chances, I don't use remotes. I'm operating Netflix, using voice control. What day is it anyway? Feel like I've been quarantined since 7th grade. Only eat frozen pizza, drinking Minute Maid. Let me set the record straight. I could be the boredest person hell I haven't ever made. Whoa, but now I'm running out of lemonade. Hard to venture out beyond the water kept me safe. Second guessing social etiquette now with the daughter leaving the house. So well, fuck it, I'll go a different day. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. So I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. In the house and I'm in the house, bored. Where you at? Bitch, I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. And I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. I'm a bored in the mouse. I found the floorboards. I'm bored. I'm bored. Oh God, I'm so bored.
Yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
what it is.
Bored in the house watching porn on the couch. You could probably find me with a fork in my mouth. Look, I really haven't moved for weeks. Only time is when I gotta get my Uber Eats. I'm talking Burger Lounge, maybe Raising Cane's. But first gotta face a J and then fade away. There's no chance that my feet are sore when the only thing is running is the PS4. I've taught my dog 1,000 tricks, like how to sit and pound a fist. I'm proud of this. I spent so much time just watching TikToks. I now sit down to piss. And I'm on WebMD cause my throat is sore. Am I sick or am I smoking more? I don't know for sure, not sure what the reason be. I just binge watched Ozark season 3. Man, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. So I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. In the house and I'm in the house, bored. Where you at? Bitch, I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. And I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. I'm a bored in the mouse. I found the floorboards. I'm bored. I'm bored. Oh God, I'm so bored. Tell them what it is. Feel how you feel. Tell them how it is. How you feel.
Man, what you trying to do today?
I don't know. I was just gonna go dummy, I guess.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm going dummy out here. Swear to God, there's a whole lot of money out here. Now I'm in it, got it bouncing like a bunny out here. Where you at, Philly, baby? Always sunny out here. Look, big shoes getting harder to fill. Gave him a taste of heavy metal, but I'm hardening still. No shoes, no shirts, that I'm all in the grill. And she like me so much, I'ma end up all in the wheel. Yeah, but never me, I'ma never pass. Big bands like I'm everlast. And cash rolls to the heavens crash. And then it's unleavened unless they sell it fast. Big stick came with a switch in the back. Watching mystic rain after ditching the pack. Find a lipstick stains while I'm itching my back. Cause they been kissing my ass since they found out that I rap. I tell them good move. I'm going dummy out here. Swear to God, there's a whole lot of money out here. Now I'm in it, got it bouncing like a bunny out here. Where you at, Philly, baby? Always sunny out here. Yo, sunny. I'm Charlie Kelly with a red stick. And now my celly going batshit crazy. Girls, mama said I like them ratchet. The only thing I like is when the math is mathin'. Mr. Fantastic, measurements drastic. Crazy for the kitty, think my last name Baskin. King size, she eat it with a passion. Like it's going out of fashion. Or I might be the Batman, don't add him. Dancing on my own, no co-captain. Give him a taste of that do-si dope action. Coast to coast clapping. Oh, he's so handsome. I'm going dummy out here. Swear to God, there's a whole lot of money out here. Now I'm in it, got it bouncing like a bunny out here. Where you at, Philly, baby? Always sunny.
Okay, so now run that. Got it. Okay. No, I think ultimately I was doing some thinking while I was using the restroom. And you know, I could spend hours trying to figure this out and trying to, well, I guess, learn code to do this, or spend hours trying to utilize the demo feature until enough people got off that I could make it work. But, you know, things are created, the best things are created when creativity meets roadblocks, I think. And though I kind of went into this hoping that this would be a better thing and it would make my rotoscoping, that I have to do it all over again to make it look better, and that I could improve upon all my shots and everything that I got thus far. I think the reality is that, like, even if the demo looked great, it's not here yet. And I don't have the time to learn code. Filmmakers don't have the time to learn all the code to get in there and do this effectively in a time-sensitive manner. And I think the Runway ML After Effects pipeline works exceptionally well as a time-saving tool, because ultimately that's what this use case of AI is for, saving time. And I'm going to stick with that for now. Maybe in the future, for future projects, this Meta SAM 2 will prove to be a useful, even more developed tool to do what I've done with Runway and After Effects. But as of right now, it's just not worth looking into farther, because it's so much of this stuff, so much of this AI stuff is built on hype. And when it really comes down to what I'm going to use in a project, it just needs to be able to work, and work now, and work well, because I've been working on this for a year and it needs to get done. So best of luck to Meta. Best of luck to all of our corporate overlords in this bizarre world we live in. But I think for the time being, for my use, Runway ML After Effects is the best option out there for circumventing the need for actual rotoscoping artists, because I am not one, and I do not wish to be one. So thanks for tuning in. Kind of anticlimactic in that we saw nothing, no result from this, but hopefully you got something from... Yeah. I
just spilled milk all over myself.
Okay, hold on just a second.
It's fine. Okay, got it. Sorry.
It's alright. I'll be there in a second.
You don't need to be.
Hopefully you got something from this video, and...
Stay on.
Okay. Hopefully you got something from this video, and if you did, great. I'd love to see the projects that you come up with and see how these new AI tools have helped make your visions come to life. And like I said, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in kind of this new frontier of filmmaking and my journey of I'm finishing up regardless. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Dude, you're gonna get me banned. Yeah, subscribe to this channel if you're interested in discovering, along with me, this new frontier of filmmaking, independent filmmaking, or you're just interested in seeing the results of what I create with this music video, and then what we go on to build in a larger filmmaking sense. Thanks for tuning in. Go make something.